Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to today's episode. I am so excited to have you back here at the Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel. As you guys are tuning in, share with me where you're visiting from. Let me know what you've got going on in your neck of woods. I am so excited to have you guys here for this conversation. In today's conversation, I have quite a bit of different things to share with you. It's going to be really epic. It's going to be probably about a half hour where we spend together. And I am going to, first of all, educate you guys on some really awesome things that we have noticed with our own Etsy shop that I haven't even shared with my clients yet. It's absolutely insanity. Number two, I am going to be sharing with you guys realistically what it looks like to be an Etsy seller, why you may want to be one, even if you have a full-time job, even if you are retired, even if all of these other circumstances, you should probably go after it too. And I'm going to explain why by sharing with you what our very own Etsy shops have been doing. But before I do that, I first want you guys to understand my name is Tanner Bell. I'm the founder of makersgonnalearn.com, a digital platform teaching you guys how to master crafting. It is so fantastic. Just in September, we unveiled for the first time ever our advanced selling process that has been able to get so many results. I cannot keep it a secret any longer. This process is proven, this process is tested, and I am going to share with you guys today what it looks like for people that is winning. And I'm going to share with you how they are winning. And if you're watching and you're saying, Tanner, I can't sell. Tanner, I want to sell, but I don't think I can. I'm going to share with you exactly what it takes today to be successful. And I want you to understand what it looks like realistically to be a seller and why you want to be an Etsy seller and what that looks like. Now, if this interests you in the slightest bit, here's the deal. I have my final training of the year. It is tomorrow. And I'm a crazy person. I am teaching it live twice, 12 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern. If you are interested, if you have any desire, any light in your soul that's like, I may want to sell my creations in 2025, sign up for this class. Sign up for the class right now. I have two options, 12 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So do not wait, run over, get registered. I can't wait to see you there. I'm sharing all kinds of crazy details on the 5 shifts that can get you your first sell or your next sell. All right. So I cannot wait to share with you what I have in store for today. But before I do, I always like to refresh and remind everyone that I am no different than you. I am just a kid from Tennessee. And believe it or not, in 2010, I put myself out there on the internet for the first time with, guess what? An Etsy shop selling handmade cards. Handmade cards. From there, here is what was beautiful. The compounding effect of putting myself out there led for me to feel better about putting myself out there on a YouTube channel, to feel better about starting a website, to feel better for me making a blog, to feel better for starting a membership, to feel better to launch advanced programs. Like, what you don't understand, and maybe you do, maybe you don't, is that everything you've done in your life compounds. Every action you've taken, every work job you've done, you are picking skills and putting it in your belt. And for a lot of you, I want to invite you today to add the skill of selling. Having the skill of believing in yourself enough to sell will raise your confidence. It'll make you a better person. It'll make you a happier person. And serving other people at the end of the day fulfills you. And you're all here as creatives. So that's why I can so bluntly say, hey, you're meant to do this, right? So what I want to do today is I had an idea to share because I've been so blown away with our results from our very own Etsy shops Black Friday sale. Now, a few things. I do not share our Etsy shop here on my YouTube channel. It is very intentional. Y'all, if I started sharing it, you would start buying from it. I do not want your orders. I do not want your views. I do not want anything from you. Our Etsy shops, we have multiple, are here as testing purposes. I make sure that I run the best test possible to get results so that from there, I teach and I share what's working every day with my clients. It is phenomenal. Okay. So, very, very important you guys understand that because when I tell you what I'm going to share, you are going to be blown away. I just want you to brace for impact. It is crazy. So, when I say what we did on our Black Friday sale, I want you to understand this did not have any social media promotion. This had no live streams. This had nothing, right? Absolutely nothing, which I think is the craziest part because we're leveraging the Etsy algorithm to work while I am with my family. Now, you guys know on Black Friday, I'm actually hosting the biggest craft event of the year, but I'm working in another business. Maybe you have a full-time job and you are a night nurse working Thanksgiving, or you had to be at, taking care of your grandkids or whatever it may be. You have to understand that why this opportunity is so impressive to me, why having an Etsy shop is so impressive to me, is that it's truly passive. Passive, passive, passive. And if you today do an audit of your life and you're like, I make no passive revenue, I don't want that to discourage you. Believe it or not, just the awareness will start tweaking things in your brain, being like, oh, interesting. Oh my gosh. Like, do I want to make passive income? Like, how would I make passive income? What skills do I have? Like, notice what will happen after you bring a problem to your brain. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Okay. So on Black Friday, we had 17 sales, 17 sales on Black Friday alone. Now, after we had all of our stats, after we had everything going on, here is the deal. We just received an Etsy payout. And how we work, just so that you guys know and are aware, is I teach 3 ways to sell on Etsy. And if you're interested in this, please don't run over and grab your spot for 12 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. tomorrow night, because I have a limited replay, even if you can't be there live. I truly believe when you're there live, I will stay and answer every question. Every single question you have, I stay and answer. There'll be a lot of notes to take at the class. It's about an hour and a half, 90-minute class. It's really meaty. Like, you will be like, leaving that class and be like, oh, here's exactly what I should do. But I teach you can sell physical items. I teach that you can sell digital downloadables. And I teach print on demand. All right. One of my favorite shops we have is a print on demand shop. I think it's phenomenal selling sweatshirts for $40. I feel like it's the craziest thing ever because it works, it's fantastic, and people pay it. Now, you may be here saying, Tanner, I would never pay $40. Good. You should be the one selling it, not buying it. Right? I would never pay $40 for what I'm selling. Right? I was at the mall this weekend and I love being out in environments like this. I love going to Disney World to look as a marketer. I love going to the mall to look as a marketer. I love seeing that you can go to one store and buy a backpack for $100, and that's expensive at that store. I love that I can walk down the street and see someone selling almost something very similar for $4,000. Like, it's phenomenal to me. It's fantastic for me just to be out there and to see people spending money in the world. When we sit at our home, when we sit in, right, there's no one else in my 4 walls of my office today. That can be for better or for worse for a lot of you, because we're stuck with our thoughts. If our thoughts are negative, if our thoughts are no one's buying, if our thoughts are no one has money, if our thoughts are all these things, we will never put ourselves out there. And that's what I want you to be able to understand today. And that's what I really want to teach on. All right. So when I say that I want to, have a realistic conversation with all of you about having and selling your products, here is what I want you to understand. I want you to understand that when you're having, you know, questions about creating and getting realistic advice about starting your Etsy shop, here's what I want you to really understand. I want you to understand that what I share, from how many orders we had a $250 day on Black Friday, just from our Etsy shop. It was crazy. I was very impressed with it. I was very happy. Um, but what I want you to understand is that that's on the backside of, guess what? Putting myself out there, setting myself up for this success. It did not happen overnight. It did not happen without work. It did not happen without testing. And it didn't happen without failing. I want to say that again because there's someone here that knows they've got to do something different in 2025. How many of you watching knows that how 2024 went is not okay? You want to level up. You want a new version of yourself. You want new results. If that is you, put me in the comments. Even if you're watching the replay, put me in the comments. All right. Now, I know that's a lot of you here. Someone saying, yes, me, yes. So important to be aware of that, right? Because what got you here is not getting you there. And what if I told you that for the success you're after, you have to go through failure first? You have to fail, right? What I think a lot of you miss, and this is even students inside my program right now that are in the trenches, and I'm going to show you some of their real life results, because it's fantastic. And I think there's a big discussion to be had there. But I don't want anyone ever to hear me teach and be like, it's rainbows, sunshine, and daisies every day. It's not. Running successful businesses is hard, but we do it anyway. To have a $250 Black Friday required months of preparation, months of testing, months of listings not getting renewed because no one bought them, right? What happens is we fail one time and we use it as we're not good enough, as it can work for Tanner, but it can't work for me. What a lot of you don't spend time asking yourself is, how much did Tanner fail? How many failed attempts did it take for his YouTube channel to hit however many subscribers we have, right? Like, I think it's such a blessing that I don't even know how many subscribers I have, right? Because I'm not attached to it. I do not find my worth and my results in money. I do not find my worth in subscribers. Believe it or not, I don't find my worth in your comments. Like, it's just not healthy for any one of us to start a business and say, I'm only going to be happy today if da 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 da, or if I get my first sell in a day or a week or a month. Like, just notice that a lot of you are connecting. If your business fails or has a failed attempt, that it means something about you. It doesn't. It does not. All right. I want you to know that because I want to invite you to do something really hard this next year. I want to invite you to the next version of yourself. At my webinar, I'm going to teach you, in my masterclass tomorrow, I'm going to teach you about making additional revenue, right? What would $6,000 a year do for your life? What would $12,000 additional do for your life? Would you treat your kids more? Would you be able to take more time off? Would you be less stressed? Fact of the matter is, when you give good people money, it compounds the good that they do. I don't think that money makes people evil. I think it shows their true character. And some of us don't want to see our own true character, and some of us don't want to see our friends' true character, right? I think giving is one of the best things ever, and I tend to give a lot more than I keep. And on my worst day, it's like a 1 to 1. Like, "Oh, I bought you something, let me I gotta buy myself something too." I am guilty of that. That's my heart. But what it does is it gives you options, right? Money gives you options. If you're a good person, I think most of you are. I've got to meet and work with you for many years. I think you're really good people. And I think good people can handle it. I think good people can steward it well. And I believe it's our responsibility to pick up the call and show up, right? It is so, so important for all of you to know that you have someone that I listen to in self development talks about like you have your own pot of success, and um, just because like it's not for anyone else. Like I like my success doesn't mean you can't be successful. You have your own pot of success where it's customers, clients, because you're giving value, right? There's an exchange. So your energy will sometimes get you paid in money, which is cool. I've played so many scenarios in my head, and failing at starting is number one. Liz, this is beautiful. I'm telling you, if you're willing to fail, you will be successful. You're scared. The fear of failure is so broad that you think you can't handle it. But you can. You will. Tell yourself what you would do when that worst case happens. You put yourself out there and no one buys. Beautiful. Is you have to put yourself out there, and how we set ourselves up for a really good Black Friday and what it looks like. So look right here. Now, first of all, here is the registration if you want to get registered. As we were getting ready for this class, look, Alicia just texted me. This is how excited we get over our own Etsy shop. Look, she said, this is what we received in our email today for our Etsy payout. $501 was deposited into our bank account, right? This is after we paid Printify. This is after we paid Etsy. This is our piece of the pie. Y'all, you deserve your piece of the pie. Period. You need to get your piece of the pie. All right. How you can get it is by putting yourself out there, by letting listings be successful or not and showing up anyway. Right? I want you to really understand that. So if you're interested, click the link down below. I'll drop the comment link. I'll drop that here if I could find it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's pinned and it's the first comment, so I won't go find it. But anyway, get registered. I'm teaching 2 classes. You can do the 12 p.m. Eastern, or you could do the 8 p.m. Eastern one, whichever one works for you. I'm teaching it live both times. There's not like a replay or anything like that, but it's available. So super, super good. Now, what I want to share with you and just to be aware of is I want you guys to understand that we have our passive earner group. People every single day are in here and we see people getting wins. I want to share with you someone who just posted a win today because it is super, super important for you guys to understand that people are getting sales. All right. So look, this one right here, this is Karen. And she says, OMG, it finally happened. Just sitting here reading a book and cha-ching sound came through. Perseverance is key. Keep making the listings and the orders will come, right? Oh my gosh, congrats. So good. Like this is what's happening in our community every single day. Every single day we are getting results. People come to my class and see how quick people got results and they think it's a scam. But I promise you, these are real people. Look, Lauren made her first listing. Do you want to know to get your first sale what you have to do? You have to make this first listing. That's why we celebrate it every single day. Look at this one. Steve, after 60 listings, 200 visits, 10 favorites. It happened overnight while I was sleeping. Overnight while I was sleeping. Can you get paid while you sleep tonight? That is the first question you need to ask yourself. Do I have the possibility of being paid while I'm sleeping tonight? That's question one, right? And you can answer the question in the comments. Because for a lot of you, you're here and you're like, well, it's easy for Tanner to say because he's successful. But you have to choose a vehicle to set you up for that success, right? So if you don't even have the ability to get paid tonight while you sleep, or making dinner, or hanging out with your family, or anything like that, right? You have to understand. You have to open yourself up for the ability. That is always step one. You have to be willing to open yourself up to get payment. Okay? If you don't have an Etsy shop, if you don't have an online product, if you don't have any of that, you're problem aware now. So you can decide what you want to do with it, right? So important. Now, number two, after you have that vehicle, you have to show up and work at it every single day. It's a lot of work. Not every day, but every week. Like, you have to give your business energy. You get from your business what you put in, which is why I love Steve. 60 listings. Would you be willing? Here's the second question. Would you be willing to show up 60 times before you get one order? Let me answer this for you from a lot of people I've worked with. No. Would you be willing to show up 60 times before you get a sale by making 60 different options? A lot of us think I'm going to put out 2 items, and if I don't get an order this week, not for me. Wrong. False. Inside of Passive Earner Society, we are teaching you exactly how to not have to make so many listings, how to make the right listings, how to get seen, and how to get sales, right? So it may take you 60 times. I don't know how many listings Steve had before joining our program or anything like that. It probably wasn't 60 from joining our program, which is so, so important. Everyone's selling Cricut stuff. The market is so saturated. Peggy, I really want you to sign up for my class tomorrow. I think it will blow your mind because I am not selling Cricut items anymore. I never did. We have a print on demand store, and I'll share with you how you could sell Cricut items or other options. It will blow you away. All right. What I want you to understand, Peggy, is telling yourself the market's saturated is just wrong. You're just selling to the wrong people. I know that's hard to hear. Peggy, let me grab you the link. It's pinned and it's the comment, but I do need to grab this link. But Peggy, here's the thing. We are selling sweatshirts for almost $40. We do not make them at all. It's automated, and it's crazy at the results we're getting. Like, honestly, crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm going to teach more about it, and I'll even share more during the show as well. So anyway, if you're not registered, I highly recommend. If you're passive earners and you're monthly or yearly, I also highly recommend coming because I'm sharing like details that you don't want to miss out on. If you've even considered going passive earners lifetime, there's only 50 spots left before we close the doors. So anyway, if you're already there. So good. Get registered. It'll be like a 90-minute class. It's phenomenal. Okay. So good. Get registered. But our stuff is $40 for a sweatshirt, right? What? Like, that, I would never pay that, but people are paying me every day. Yes, no more craft fairs. No more craft fairs. You're losing too much time, energy, money, effort. Yeah, craft fairs are a no-go. 2025, no more craft fairs, period. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Okay. So anyway, look at this. So we have Steve getting his first sale. I mean, there's just so many first sales all the time. Look at this one. I got my first sale. The sound of the cha-ching scared me, but then I was thrilled. The product was Christmas wrapping paper. I created it 2 months ago based on the trend report. It's also a product that was favored in my shop. It does work. We just have to give it time, I guess. Boom. Who wants to be someone that is in a community where they're saying, hey, I got my first sale? Like, it is just a compounding effect, right? It just keeps going. Kathy said, I got so excited at the cha-chinging that I grabbed John in the middle of the AT&T store. Okay. Do you want to know what's funny about all these people? They're all living their life, and then the sale is happening. They are living their life, and then the sale is happening. Etsy shops is like having a boutique open 24/7. That's why it is so important that you have the opportunity to get paid while you're living your life. Lady Bear, get registered. And then here's the thing. You will want to watch the replay within 72 hours. So it'll be really, really good. I need to set up before next year. Yes, you need to set up ASAP, right? So good. So good. Now, this is another one. Kathy is a longtime client as well, and our new program got her results so fast. Oh, that was Kathy. Whoopsie. Another one. Wendy. Wow, I woke up Sunday morning to a nice email with my first Etsy sale. I've been so busy that I didn't have time to post this or participate in much of Passive Earners recently, but I guess that's the beauty. The sale came while I was sleeping, and life kept me too busy to do the physical crafts at the moment. Thank you to everyone for the encouragement and support. I really needed this push to just do it, right? So many of you are too scared to do it because you think you're too busy. That is a lie the enemy wants you to stay in, right? If you're too busy, you can't be successful, you stay in your circumstances and all of that. But in our process, in our proven program, you don't even have to, our stuff is so potent that you don't even have to be involved in. Like, I know you can come to just the class tomorrow and you'll get amazing results just from taking the 5 shifts and applying it. I am scared to fail, not too busy. Lady Bear, I don't know if you just tuned in, but at the beginning, I kind of talked on that a little bit. Y'all, there's something about being on and allowing yourself to fail that is so beautiful that I'm inviting you to be a part of. I truly believe it'll be awesome. Oh, Lady Bear, watch the beginning. I teach on it specifically that, right? I speak on just that, where your success is on the other side of failure, right? How we made 17 sales on Black Friday, how we had a $500 payout today from Etsy is from lots of failure. It's like Steve I shared earlier, he paid 60 listings before getting a sale. That's crazy. How many of us are willing to fail 60 times before we get that sale? Very, very few of us. Very, very few of us are willing to do that. So we just have to be aware of it and be willing to change our actions, right? So good. But yeah, I wouldn't be scared of failing anymore. I have failed so many times. I promise you it's not that bad. You just get up and try again tomorrow. And what you want to do is stop attaching yourself to the failure. You've got to separate your results in your business from your success. On the flip side of all of this, I had to disconnect probably in 2021 my business results from my happiness and my purpose and why I do this, because if your revenue in your business is like not always like or it's different. You don't want to be finding your worth, your self-worth in your business. And sometimes we can accidentally do this, purposely do this. If we're scared to fail, what it tells me is that you're saying your failure is something to do with you, but your business is its own. Like, you have to have your worth, your like belief in you, and then your business. So bring some hypothesis, bring a lot of curiosity to your Etsy shop and your business. It's so fun. Daisy, this is a class. You have to register. You'll get a link, secret link, once you register. It's free. There is a one-time offer that's super secret. If you have no desire to come to the class or you think you won't, be sure to listen at what's on the thank you page, because it's perfect for a lot of you that just want to get like the meat and the potatoes. If you want just to get straight to the meat and the potatoes, like, take that. It's so good. Best 2 weeks of your life. So anyway, so good. I wanted to share just a few other ones. That was Wendy. I mean, people are getting sales all the time. But can we just talk about all these are different people. Jacqueline, first sell, a t-shirt and 4 ornaments. Boom. Look, Debbie, 1 bulk order and 1 print on demand. All came from social media. Now for upping the ante with the Etsy traffic ranking. Hearing the cha-ching on my phone this weekend literally stopped my heart. I love that. Oh, so good. I love these Christmas cards as well. Crafty Closet. OMG, I did it. Gonna cry. Like, come on, y'all. Oh my gosh, just got my first sell. I've been simply playing with t-shirt designs and publishing from Printify to Etsy. Never expected that first design to sell. So sometimes you'll get a sell the first time. I'm not saying you won't. I'm just saying don't think you will. And then you can celebrate like Angel did. Nikita, nervous for the day. But she made her first listing, right? So important. So important. So I just wanted to read you guys some of these because it's easy to believe the market's too saturated. I can't I can't do it. No one has money. Like, it's easy to believe all this, but it's clearly not true, right? Like, our Etsy shop's winning. Our clients' Etsy shops are winning. You can win too. I'm just wondering, do we craft this so Peggy, we teach 3 tracks. I let you pick your own adventure. If you want to do print on demand where someone else fulfills it, you get to just design, which a lot of people do in my program, or you want to sell your physical crafts, or you want to sell digital. We teach all 3. So Karen got a sell from print on demand. Congratulations. So good. Yeah, we run a print on demand shop. We love it. We absolutely love it. So I hope this gives you a realistic picture of what it looks like to run a successful Etsy shop and a successful business. Like, I think this is very similar to any business, right? Any business. I could use this example in so many ways. I could talk about my membership in the same way. I could talk about my real estate portfolio in the same way. Yeah, it is so good. Oh my gosh, Peggy, please, you will love the class tomorrow. If you want to do print on demand, this is crazy. Just all the things we teach and share inside this program. But I'm teaching the free class tomorrow and it'll be fantastic. All right. So be sure to come. It's 5 shifts. So I'm going to teach you the old way of thinking and the new way of thinking for 5 of the big ones so that you too can be making sales really quickly. So super, super good, my friends. Be sure to get registered. I'm teaching this for the last time. I'm teaching this for the last time of the year. I will also say my program, Passive Earners, is going to, at the first of the year, going to a $2,000 tuition, right? We're switching it to a tuition model. The price is increasing significantly to roughly $2,400. So it's a lot higher because we're getting people results so quickly and we want to help you guys more. So I have 58 spots, I believe. If you're interested and you're like, Tanner, I've heard you talk about this before. I want to lock in the lowest price. I want to go lifetime. You're welcome to join now. But I will share all the details if this is right for you at the very, very end of class tomorrow. So if you are interested and you're like, Tanner, I need in today so that you can start, I can drop that link as well. But if you are here and you're like, no, I just want to get the free class, please come and you can just learn more about it. So anyway, it's on this page right here. Let's see here. So, do you guys have any questions about selling on Etsy or anything like that? If you do, please let me know right now before I head out, and I will see you right here on our live class tomorrow. So, Passive Earners Society. If you go Lifetime, you will be able to get your printed workbook. Lifetime gives you all of my core curriculum forever and a year of coaching support with me. So, anyway, so good. Love it, love it, love it. Yay. I know I covered a lot today. So we design on Printify and then send it to Etsy. So Etsy's the search engine and Printify is the fulfillment. So good. Tamara, what's your question? Let me know. Let me know your question. So fun. So fun. Mm. Y'all, the cold brew today, it's just fantastic. So, yay! I'm so excited. Again, last time I'm teaching this for the year, we'll be closing enrollment for our program, and you will not be able to enroll for a very long time. We're going to spend a lot more time coaching and serving our clients. I spend a lot of time showing up in passive earners. My entire team does. We have the core curriculum, which is fantastic. We have lots of coaching calls where you can get your if you wanted to get your listing critiqued, if you want to do market research with me and my team, if you just need mindset coaching, we offer all of that. I wonder if I should be posting separately for every style of shirt. Tamara, I would look at the most popular styles and just sell those. Probably. Yeah. So good. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. If you guys have any other questions, please come to the class tomorrow. I have time to answer all of them. My team compiles them and then I stay on for as long as you need because I think it's such a fun environment for people to see what they've been doing and show them what they want to do. The classes I teach are always so much fun. I pour a lot of time in it. So I'm going to spend quite a bit of time preparing those and getting it finalized. So, Tamara, if you're not registered, let me drop you the link. It's pinned here and it's down below, but let me drop it one last time. Um, it is such a fun class, and I'm teaching it for the last time. I'm teaching it twice, so you can choose what time you want. I am going to be physically sitting here teaching a class at 12 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern. So whichever one you want to come to, please come. I would love to have you. If you're even one of my clients, like it's such a great place to um, like just get inspired. Could I register for both? Yes, Lady Bear, you can. I may recommend using a different email. But say you register for 12 and want to come to 8, like you can re-register. But yeah, register for both. Why not? So get registered. I can't wait to see you guys there. Again, last time I'm teaching this, we'll be closing enrollment for I don't want to tell y'all how long because it's like close to a year. But I just want you guys to know that if you want me to be your coach for 2025, such a fantastic time. So, time to get in, and I'll see you guys back here real soon. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out. Hi@makersgonnalearn.com, and I'll see you back here real soon. Bye, guys.